So today's commander is completely, utterly unfair. And that commander is Narset Enlightened Exile from the Aftermath set. For those who don't know what she is, let's take a look. She is for a 1, a blue, a red, and a white. You get a 3/4 human monk. Creatures you control have prowess. If you don't know what prowess is, anytime you cast a non-creature spell, basically, it gives a +1/+1 boost to the end of the turn to all your, well, to the creature that has prowess, but in this case, all your creatures. And then whenever Narset Enlightened Exile attacks, you can exile a non-creature, non-land card from your graveyard with mana value less than Narset's power and copy it, and you can cast the copy without paying its mana. Well, that's really easy the way I built this deck, because everything in this deck is basically 4 mana or less, and the only 4 mana spells in here is Narset herself and one other card that isn't even a non-creature spell, it's a creature. So she can flash back anything out of this deck that is a non-creature. So, and that includes enchantments, artifacts, those things that get blown up along the way. She can actually bring them back from the graveyard and make copies of them. So, let's go ahead and take a look here. The rest of the deck, we have protection as usual, our God's Willings, our Lorne's Escapes, Unbreakable Formation, Shelters, things like that, because we got to keep her alive. She's kind of the backbone of the deck. Then we have a couple mana rocks, because again, the curve is low, but if we can kind of push her out just a little bit quicker, that's all to the good for us here. This long column run down the middle is all the spells we are slinging. Most of them are combat tricks. Defiant Strike, Maximize Altitude to give flying and +1/+1, Ancestral Anger for trample and card draw, Crasher gives you a card draw, gives trample, Infuriate pluses the creatures. We have a little bit of burn with Lightning Bolt. We have removal spells here. We have Teamer Battle Rage to give double strike, Risk Factor, which doubles as burn and card draw, depending on how they want to go about it. Other things that grant double strike, like Kaya's Onslaught, Kayla's Command, things like that, because we want to try to push the damage to the max as quick as we can. Then I just have a little short list of creatures that are just kind of good all around, and they kind of synergize well with the deck. We have Monastery Swift Spear, Spellweaver Eternal, Kenra Spell Spear, and Lightning Visionary. These are all things that already have prowess on them. Well, Narset's prowess ability actually stacks, so you get prowess, or in the case of the Spell Spear, if you get to flip it over, it would be prowess if you have Narset out. And then we have Elite Spellbinder, just as a way to look in their hand, and it also gives us a nice 3/1 flyer that if we give it the prowess, it can fly over and smash for a lot of damage. We also have Welcoming Vampire, again, another flyer, but this one also works well because most of our creatures are 2 power or less, and it's going to give us a few extra cards along the way. And then we have things that work well with the prowessy stuff that we're screwing around with here. We have Clever Lumimancer. Whenever you cast instant or sorcery, it's bigger. Symmetry Sage makes our base power and toughness of a creature 3 until end of turn. So if your little 1/1 creature, we'll make it a 3/3 until end of turn. And then Leonin Light Scribe. This is the best of the bunch. Instant or sorcery, all your stuff gets +1/+1. So it's kind of like a pseudo prowess effect for all your stuff. And then the next column is a bunch of stuff that gives us extra creatures along the way. So it's like they kind of give you multiple bodies as you go along. Usher the Fallen, you can boast to give a token. Clarion Spirit, double spell, get a creature out there. Pyromancer, instant sorceries, create a creature. Iconoclast, any non-creature gives us a creature. Hanging Executioner gives us 2. Omen of the Sun gives us a couple. Adeline attacks and gives us creatures. Krenko, as it gets bigger, gives us more and more creatures, because we want as many creatures as we can as quickly as we can so that the prowess affects more stuff. Then we'll slide this over. The next to last column here, these are unblockable, or things that can be made unblockable in terms of creatures. I kind of pulled a little bit of stuff from the Azuri decks I've been seeing that play unblockable creatures where they stack a bunch of counters on them that smash you in the face. So we have things like Miscloaked Herald, Slitherblade, Gingerbrute you can make unblockable except for haste creatures. Haunting Figment, you play an instant or sorcery where you're already doing that to get your prowess stuff, so it becomes unblockable. Invisible Stalker, hexproof, and it can't be blocked. Mercurial Spelldancer can't be blocked, and then you can do some weird stuff. If you can give this double strike and it has a couple oil counters on there, you can cast another spell and do some copying type stuff off of it and get some kind of weird juggling interactions with your instants and sorceries, but it's a little harder to do. Exotic Pets. It's not a creature that's unblockable, but it creates 2 unblockable fish tokens for us and can give us a prowess trigger on the fly. And then Stormfleet Sprinter Haste 2/2 can't be blocked. Just all the can't be blocked stuff that I could justify being in the deck, and here they are. And then the last column is double strikers. These are things that the prowess just gets multiplied, because for every prowess trigger you get, it's essentially 2 additional damage. So you have Fencing Ace, Illuminator Virtuoso. There's not a ton of stuff in here. There's a few that target creatures, but not a bunch. But this is mostly just to get a double striker down to just smash face with. Twin Blade Geist. This one has the ability that if it dies, we can recast that on the backside as a double striking enchantment aura onto a creature, and that'll also trigger our prowess. And then we have Swiftblade Vindicator, Double Strike, Vigilance, Trample, which is just really good all around. Get that thing prowessing, it's kind of nuts. And then Blade Historian can give all our creatures its double strike when they attack. This is the other 4-drop I mentioned earlier. That's the deck. Basic red, white, and blue mana base here with all the stuff. We got the Ragran Triome in here, Plaza of Heroes, Mana Confluence, all the stuff that can fix our mana. Let me know what you think. I already played through the games, and let me tell you, this deck is kind of nutty. Bruenor Battlehammer. All right. So this guy usually kicks my tail. So we're about to find out how good this deck really is. We will keep this hand, because I have yet to actually try the deck out. So I'm kind of curious. Yeah, I kind of want to get the Swiftblade Vindicator out, because this deck is basically built with unblockable creatures, double striking creatures, things that bolster up with prowess on their own, just because these things all stack up. It's just kind of fun. Okay, so I do need a blue. Because if I do that, that's pretty good actually. Let's go ahead and do Leonin Lightscribe. And I'm going to go ahead and do the Swiftblade Vindicator, so it'll get +2 and flying. I'm just going to start smacking them around as hard as I can, as quick as I can. Okay, they got Sky Maul, which sucks. That's going to hit really freaking hard. Luckily, that thing can't block, so I'm not that concerned about it. I think, what do I want here? Because putting Narset out means I might get just blown out by a removal spell next turn. I think I just want to start putting out the little doinks and get them online, so that I have, because next turn I'll have a mana with like the God's Willing or the Maximize Altitude to get a big bolstering pump out of everything. Because yeah, it's like, if I drop a thing and they kill my stuff, it's just like, ew. Yeah, we'll just get that with that. Who cares? Alright, Deserted Beach. Alright, no. I want what I want. Do blue, do white, and then do red again. I want the Maximize Altitude. So I'm going to use the Maximize Altitude on the Swiftblade Vindicator, discard this. Everything will get prowess triggered to the 9s, and I'm going ham. 4, I think they're dead. Oh yeah, they waited. Wow. Alright, we're off to a good start. Atraxa Praetor's Voice, let's try this. Yeah, that's actually not bad. Because I can do, what, let's do turn 1 Symmetry Sage. I was going to play the Coast on 1, and then I could do the Sage with Reckless Charge on 2, but I'm not that concerned just yet. And if we top deck a red mana, we can still do it. We could actually do several things. Alright, they're running Thirsting Roots to go dig a land up. Alright, so we did not get there. So let's just play the Plains. And no attacks, end the turn. Because we need to keep that for some other things. Okay, they got Thop. And that's fine. Let me see your hand. I want to see what else you got going on up there. Oh, Supreme Verdict can just go eat a giant chode. Nope. I mean, they're going to get the mana right now to be, like, you know, able to do it the next turn, which is kind of stupid. Hey, there's some mana. So, I have options here. None of them are great, to be honest. I think I'm just going to wait. I think I'm just going to hit them with the Spellbinder. And end the turn. Because I can use Slip Out the Back on the Spellbinder, and then Omen of the Sun at the end of their turn. So if they decide they want to just blow this board up, they can do it. Okay, it's fine. I'm okay with that. If they don't want to detonate the board. Alright, so we're just going to flash in the Omen. Gives us a couple guys to work with. Yeah, go ahead and proliferate the counters on your thing. That'd be funny. Alright. Swords to Plowshares is nice. But we don't have another mana to use right now. So, poo-poo. Go away. We'll make her a 3/3. And let's go ahead and do this so we can cantrip, and I'll make one of the 1/1s into a 3/3. Or a 3/1, I should say. And then we'll just go ahead and swing with everything. Alright. I'm not gonna extend that Herald out there because they have the Supreme Verdict, and I just got rid of their Atraxa, so they are inclined to try to wipe this board. And we're not going to give them the pleasure of getting everything. We're going to do the Elite Spellbinder because it's the biggest thing we have. Alright, still not another land. Alright, we're going to go ahead and play Narset since we made them blow the board wipe. Now, this could be just extending into a removal spell. It's hard to say. They could just get Atraxa back online, which just sucks because then we can't, you know, punch through with Narset herself. Though I could just flash back the Swords of Plowshares out of my graveyard. Okay, can we kill them here on the spot? Answer is not likely. I just want, they gave up. I want to see what the math was. If I were to throw the Teamer Battle Rage at the Spellbinder, actually we would have killed them with the Teamer Battle Rage because it would have been +1. That would have been 10. She would have had 4. That's 14, and I could have flashed back the Teamer Battle Rage with Narset hitting herself, going to 6. So that's 12, 5, 10. That was like 22 damage. Holy crap. Vorinclex Monstrous Raider. Alright, so we got the punch as fast and hard as we can type stuff. I got some unblockability. Let's keep this hand. I've yet to see these two cards, so we'll play this on 1 on blue, so it gives us our blue. I'll keep that because we've been running into land issues for some reason. It's weird because this deck, the curve on it is like 2 and under. It's really crazy. So we'll play the Haunting Figment to start off. Because whenever we play an instant or a sorcery, this thing becomes unblockable. So like even even if they play a blocker, like I can do exotic pets this turn, and it's just gonna make him unblockable. So even if they had a blocker, I'd still have that. So now I have 3 possible non-blocks that will have prowess attached to them with the Narset. And I have stuff like Lightning Bolt in my hand to either remove blockers or to just, punch through damage. I'm gonna play Narset because they don't have exile removal or anything like that. I'll play the two that can't be blocked into them. So we have 2 spells that we can possibly do next turn to chain a bunch of stuff into it. And we can actually flash back stuff like exotic pets or the bolt. They don't have enough mana to... Oh yeah, they do. It taps itself. Duh. My brain. Alright, so they're tapped out. Can we kill them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I think we can kill them just with a lightning bolt to the face. To be perfectly honest here. And then I swing with everything and flash the bolt back at their face. If that's the case, that's dumb. And then I think just to make sure, I'm going to do Surge. Ooh. Ouch. That is what the power of this card is. If you can get that off without it getting blown up or not getting mana screwed, it's scary. Arixmethes, the Slumbering Isle. I think I played against that last week and it trounced me. Ooh, first time I've drawn Monastery Mentor. As soon as I saw that this was like a prowess thing, and the thing that's funny is her prowess actually stacks on top of the prowess of the other creatures if they already have it. We're going to keep this hand. We'll play Raugrin on turn 1. So we'll play Triumph. We can actually play Symmetry Sage and the Mistcloaked Herald on 2, or we can play the Kenra. Let's see here. What do I want to play? I think I want to play... I think I really want to play the 2 things. I want to get as many things out on the board as we can. So, like, when and if we get to go off with our spells, the effect is a lot greater. So it looks like they're going to go discarding and hunting for something. Because they just looked at their Fauna Shaman. Oh, no, they changed their mind. Okay. Alright, we're going to drop the... What do we want? I guess this, because I can play the Monastery Mentor off the other. And I'll just go ahead and swing for 1, because I can't block it. So now, like, anything that we do is going to just mess them up in terms of, like... any kind of spells, because we're going to get multiple Monastery Mentor triggers. Symmetry Sage can turn things around. This is looking impressive. Trying to think what I want to do here. Because Adeline's token's not going to do us any good here. I think the play is actually the Spell Spear. And then... do I want to do that this turn? No, I don't. As much as it would do it, I don't want to use that yet. Because I could next turn just do Adeline and then do the Solidarity and smash in with a bunch of stuff. Isn't exactly 2 colors. Okay, so my Monastery Mentor is likely about to get nuked. Okay. That's a little surprising. Because out of everything that's on the board, that I had on the board, I think the Monastery Mentor was actually the biggest threat. But okay. I think I'm just going to let that enter tapped. Because I can't play the Blade Historian because I don't have enough red or white. So it's not worth the shock. If I had a 1-drop in my hand, like a spell of some sort, yeah, I would have done it in a heartbeat. Now, if Narset gets to swing next turn, that Basri Solidarity is going to be freaking crazy. I can't remember how this works. Whenever you cast a spell, remove a slumber counter. Okay. So chaining spells removes the counters, then they get a 12-12 beat stick. Gotcha. Fraying line. Put a rope counter on target creature you control. At the beginning of each upkeep, they may pay 2. If they do, put a rope counter on a creature they control. Otherwise, exile and each card without a rope counter, and then remove all rope counter. Okay, so I'm going to have to burn 2 mana on that, or I lose my board. That's lame. But the plan was always to probably just do the Basri Solidarity. So... Alright. We'll go with this and that. We'll put a rope on Narset. Alright, we could play the Blade Historian, but that's just not even right. Of course, this isn't right either. Let's... God, do I do it? Because they could still gang block. But no, yeah, I think the Blade Historian is the right play. I don't think there's a different play here. Keep her back. So everything has double strike. So even if they were to gang block the Monastery Mentor, I can just first strike the Fauna Shaman to death. Alright. So that makes the Solidarity even better. Oh, they didn't even pay it. Okay, they get the choice to do that. I thought I didn't get the choice. That's some whack crap. Okay. So not as good as I thought. I should not have played that. That was a mistake. Oh, you... a lot of bad words. gonna keep it clean. Wow, we are in the hurt locker right now. Alright, it's Adeline. And we're just gonna have to sit here. We're gonna have to let Narset take it on the chin from the Arixmethes, because we're gonna be in deep crap here. Wow, that frag line is just nuts. Yeah, I have to block there. You can have your invasion, because I can't do anything about it. So what does this thing even do? Okay. Huh. Well, we can reset Arixmethes, which is nice. That's what we're going to have to do. And that's if they... don't have a protection spell. We screwed. Crap. Oh, that one hurt. Valki, the god of lies. I'm actually gonna keep this because I can flash in Omen of the Sun to have like the extra hits, and I have a couple of cheap spells to work with Narset. And with the mana rock, that kind of gets us to the point where we could cast like a 2-drop on the back of her, or flashback the Ancestral Anger or whatever. We'll play this on blue. Or nope, never mind. We'll play that because we get this untapped anyways, as a on-demand type thing. So we'll play this on red because I think I need more red. We'll play Mind Stone. So then it just depends on how I want to go about this, because it really depends on how much removal they're hacking. It looks like they have an Abrade. Something. Okay. Well, better that than one of the creatures for now. Let's go ahead and just hard cast a couple creatures on our turn rather than flash in the Omen. Let's see if we can pull down some removal. So the Crossroads now will probably be set to white, because I haven't drawn a bunch of blue yet. So let's go ahead and do this on white. We'll go ahead and descry. I keep the mana because I want mana. And we'll go ahead and swing. We have Omen of the Sun on hand. I get the feeling they're gonna blow up something. Yeah, not much I can do there. Alright, so we'll have the Omen of the Sun. I could have done the Stormfleet Sprinter, but I didn't want to get him blown up like right away. +1, 2 damage to any target. +1, discard your hand, exile the top 3. Okay. Well, better my face than a creature, so we'll go ahead and get our guys out. And I think I need to kill her. I really do. Or at least knock her down a few pegs. Because if I do Ancestral Anger, I can do, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. But if I just do this with a Teamer Battle Rage, I can kill it straight up. I think that's what we're gonna do. I think we're going whole ham here and just smashing the frickin' thing off the board.
I'm flickering here.
No Planeswalker shenanigans out of you. Now, if they want to play Valki this turn, they can. If they drop a land, they'll probably, if they do that and they nuke the Stormfleet Sprinter, it's like, whatever. Okay, it's just a windfall. That I'm okay with. What did they discard? A Feed the Swarm. Okay. Okay, what to make of this? Please no mass removal? Okay, Elspeth's Nightmare. There goes the Sprinter. That's fine. Narset's a dangerous thing, though, because... well, or not. Okay, we'll play Narset, because we can protect it. So we have a protection spell to work off of. No. You don't get to target me with that. Because they would have just ripped that and then killed Narset. So it's like, yeah, we kind of have to do it. So now they can't kill anything on my board unless they have a mass removal spell in hand, which, I mean, they are playing snow covered, so there's probably a chance that there is a Blood on the Snow somewhere. Or they could have a sacrifice the highest converted mana cost or highest power type thing too. But they can't exile anything with Tybalt. Yeah, you can't target my stuff. Sorry. You took my Swiftblade Vindicator, you bastard. Alright. Now I'm not keeping it clean. Don't steal my stuff. Alright, we're going to give Narset the +1. And see what we get off the top. Okay, it's just a Shivan Knife. We'll do Blazing Crescendo on that one. Play that while we can. Actually, yeah, face is the place. Ooh. Oh, that's so mean. I could. What do we got? What do they got? They got the blocker set 6, 12. What do I got in my graveyard? Oh, or wait. Yeah. You. Of course, I think she already had... Oh, she already had Trample. I screwed that up. But they took it anyways. Okay. That was a mistake. They could have blocked the 7/5 because I messed up. So... Praetors' Voice again. Alright. Well, let's see what we got going on. I mean, this isn't bad. I kind of like this hand. We'll try it. So, play this tapped on 1, because we don't need to shoot ourselves. Drop the Virtuoso on 2 right now is the plan. Barring a turn 1 Thoughtseize or something of that nature. Alright, we got Kinnan in town. I'm probably killing it, to be perfectly honest. I think I'm going to play the third path Iconoclast, and I'm going to Swords to Plowshares it, because I don't like that card. And we'll hit him for 2. Alright. Bad part is Teamer Battle Rage is kind of a waste on the Virtuoso since it already has First Strike, or Double Strike. So I need some of my other, like, targeting stuff. Alright. Alright, we're just gonna play this for now. I know it leaves it open to removal, but I mean, there's nothing I really want to do, and I don't want to burn ops and any of the little, like, 1-mana cantrippy stuff, because I want to be able to try to chain those together with other ones in the deck. And burning them out now, and if I hit a land cluster or something, you're just screwed. Oh, that is so mean. Whatever. Go away. Next swing. I'm gonna flash it back. Yeah, we're not gonna swords the. So I want to do the damage calculation because they gave up so fast because that was crazy. But flashback the thing, kill the Kodama. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Teamer Battle Rage on Narset. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 32 damage on turn 5. Ouch. Oh, We have a mirror match. Oh, crap. I might be getting my just desserts here, but we'll keep this hand. So we got Clever Lumimancer on 1, Mindstone on 2. Could do Cranko. The only problem is we're not going to be really doing much of anything for a little while. But we know how explosive this can be if you've been watching since the start of the match. Thanks. If you're going to be cheeky about it, I might as well be cheeky back. Yeah, let's see here. Let's figure that one out. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the Mind Stone down. I want to be able to get Narset online before they can. That is like the goal. Because if I get like Cranko down, no blocks. They can have their treasure. Now, I have to assume they're running removal just the same as I am. Okay, they have Esper Sentinel. I had that in this deck at one point, and I took it out because it was just like, eh. Alright, what do I do with this? I actually like Cranko here because I can do this. And I'm just going to swing with the Lumimancer. I'm gonna get a chip shot in while I can. So, as long as we draw a land, we can get Narset out, swing, get the goblins and stuff going, and then I can Defiant Strike. I mean, I'd lose a goblin doing that way, but... Aw, Cranko! You suck. Alright. Not what we were looking for. There's Rogger and Triumph. Let's go ahead and get our Narset down. No attacks. Now we have enough stuff that we can triple spell this turn. Which Run Amok can make that Clever Lumimancer insane. Alright. Oh boy. Alright. Well, let's kick this off. Lumimancer gets the counter. Resolve all. We're going to decline that because I want all the manas. And we're going to Defiant Strike Narset. And we're going to attack. View battlefield. What we got going on here? My graveyard. I like the idea of getting the card. The Abrade doesn't really do much for me here. Let's see how they block. Oh, baby, here comes the smush. Boom, boom. Oh, that hurt. You should have blocked Narset. This deck is so stupid. Galta and Maverick. I have not played against this deck, and I've tried to make it work, and I cannot get it to work. So I'm see if I can glean some ideas. Because I don't, when it comes to deck building, I don't copy other people's lists off of the internet. I build my own crap and see what works. That's why a lot of times you'll see stuff in my decks where it's like, why are you playing that? It's because I think it works. I've had people send me DMs before like, why did you use this? It's like, well, Plus, it's like, that's what I have access to because I wasn't willing to burn the wild card. Oh, man. There's 9 planes in this deck, and we've drawn approximately 1/3 of them. Yikes! Can we have mana of a blue persuasion? That would be nice. I think I'm gonna have to bust the Mind Stone just to dig deep enough to get them. Because otherwise, yikes. Alright, well, hey, that works. Let's go ahead and play... Let's play the Eternal. I like to have the double prowessing crap going on, and we have a God's Willing to protect it. And then next turn we can play the Haunting Fig. Okay. Oh, hey, there's a Bolt. I like Bolt. We're gonna hang on to this stuff. I don't pack a lot of things that this can do anything to. Like, and there's a 3/3 enchant. It's like whatever. Like they're playing some kind of token. Like they want Maverick and Galt to like dump a bunch of tokens. I get that. Because my build has both of those too. We'll keep this. No red mana. Barfig Nugan, okay. 6. They could get that down next turn. I think I'm just gonna Banishing Light that stupid farm hand. And swing. And then win the turn. So I have God's Willing available. Bolt's available. Bolt's is probably going to get used. Holy tacos. Okay. Yeah, hold that thought. The lack of mana here is really getting on my nerves. Because I can use Slip. Phase out the Provisioneer. Let's go ahead and put down Narset. And I'm gonna pass the turn, because I could just vomit this hand out. I mean, they got all the mana in the world. There's no stopping that. So Mavra and Galta is coming down. And that's fine. Alright. So I have to see if there's a way to just absolutely punch this through. I think there's a couple ways to do it. So let's try this. Basri Solidarity. And then if I go Protection from green, I can guarantee that 2 of them can get through. So let's do this. Green, because they're all green. Scry that, I don't care about that. Let's slip out the back on Galta, get it out of the way. Let's bolt the Provisioneer. I think we got there. And then I swing and bolt the Unicorn. And then that is, I just gotta think about where the damage sets up at. That's 3 to the thing. That would be 12. That's 20. That's 29. So 29 damage coming through because we were able to neutralize all their stuff. Don't be afraid to use Slip Out the Back as an offensive measure. Vevictus Asmati the Dire. Alright, that's a person after my own heart. No, I don't like that. That's better. The joys of playing a 3-color deck. Sometimes the mana just does not work the way you need it to. Like if we had just a little bit better rather than a monocolored land base, if we'd had like just a couple colors, I probably would have kept that hand. But I like this hand a little bit better. So we can do this on 1. 2 can be the Illuminator. And then 3 can be Adeline. Oh, we also have the Haunting Figment. I think I like this better because the Haunting Figment may not be unblockable coming into turn 3 because of that. If I'm planning on playing Adeline. And I'd rather get the extra damage out of that. So let's just play her as scheduled. So now we have a nice board full of stuff. Now we gotta get Narset down and get a couple of instants and sorceries available. Alright, well there's one of them. I think we're going this route. We can pitch the Lumimancer. I mean, as good as that card is, not flashing that back right now. Let's go ahead and crash with these two. Because they don't tap to attack, and Rutstein can just get chewed up. And if I decide to get clever, I do have Shelter. Okay. Well, in the turn. We might not even need Narset, depending on if they kill the board or not. Opportunistic Dragon. Choose target human or artifact. Okay, well, we'll let them target it, because they target my Virtuoso. I'm going to protect it. Same thing with Adeline. No. That's a no. That's, the Figment can go. That's pro-red. Yeah, because I'm gonna Swords to Plowshares and stomp your face in. Like, no. So what'd you guys think? Holy crap, this deck is kind of cracked. You can just bust out like 20 to 30 damage out of nowhere. If you just have a few cards that you're kind of holding back a little bit on, and like 3-4 creatures, you can just pile drive somebody, as you've watched in the last few games, where it's just like, okay, I'll blink that out of existence, I'll destroy that, I'll flash back the spell as I attack with Narset, destroy your other blocker, and I'm going to deal like 22 damage to your face. This thing has just nasty burst potential to it, and I thought it was really good for the fact that I don't have any mass removal spells. I don't have a ton of actual removal, just enough to kind of keep stuff out of our way. But if you guys have suggestions, I would love to hear it. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think I should put in this deck, or what do you think I should have had in here that I didn't play? Is there something I shouldn't have even bothered playing? I'd like to know that as well. Let me know. And as always, thank you for watching, and have a great day.